你知道吗？未来10年，美国健身教练的需求将增加15%。毕竟，谁不想变得既健康、身材又好呢？今天，让我们走进健身教练这个职业吧。
Low, low, low. Excellent. She has a good squat.
Yeah.
Stop, jump your feet. Ready? Now jump as hard as you can. Woo. All the way. And then big jump, hard as you can, Excellent. There you go. See? Not bad. She's gonna be very upset with me.
So Brandon, how did you become a personal trainer?
You are a PhD, right?
Yes. So I have my PhD in molecular physiology and biophysics. When I was in graduate school, I had an opportunity to start doing some CrossFit. We had a really small gym at school that was just a couple machines and a couple pull-up bars. I started to bring some equipment into the gym, and then we sort of made it into this nice little gym that we started to see the membership grow, and PIs, postdocs, students were all starting to come to the gym. And so they started to see it get bigger. They needed more equipment. We kept buying more stuff. So I took on a few clients and I worked with them one-on-one here and there. And that became sort of a passion project for me. And then when I finished grad school, I had an opportunity to run a gym in Texas. I ended up running my own gym for maybe the next year or two, sold all of that off, moved out to California, and continued the personal training.
What's the average income for a personal trainer in the Bay Area?
If you're at a bigger commercial gym, you're probably not making much more than 20 or 25 an hour, right? And maybe you're able to get 40 hours, but there's a lot of overhead in those gyms, so your income is severely limited. When you're at a smaller individual shop, it's easy to make upwards of $40 to $50 an hour. And then, so if you're working 30 to 40 hours a week, it's really easy to be in the 60 to 80,000 a year range. You set your own schedule, you have a nice flexible daily schedule. But we have plenty of trainers that are up or over $100,000 a year, salaried.
So how to get higher hourly pay as a trainer?
So the Certified Strength and Conditioning Coach, CSCS, is one of those certifications. You study for 6 months, you take the exam, and if you pass it, you kind of go into that next realm. And that will also allow you to work at a university if you want.
Do you recommend any supplements?
Yeah, so I think supplements should be defined as supplemental to doing the right things already. So I don't want people to take supplements instead of eating fruits, vegetables, and clean sources of meat and carbs. But I think in our very busy lifestyles, we can often forget or run out of time to eat vegetables. So a simple multivitamin is really great for everyone. For women, a prenatal vitamin is great because it's just full of everything you need. And for men, a simple one a day is plenty to just get some of the basic things covered. On top of that, a basic protein supplement is really great because we all probably don't eat enough protein. Right? So some simple whey. If you have problems with whey, you can try something like a vegetable protein, plant-based. You can try egg. So there's lots of different sources out there now. Creatine is a really good one. Creatine is backed by thousands and thousands of research articles. It's probably one of the best things that we can all take for brain function and health, but also for muscle physiology, right? So it helps you build muscle and strength a little bit faster. Extremely safe, very cheap, right? And the last one is maybe fish oil. So taking things that help lubricate your joints. There's supplements like fish oil, glucosamine, chondroitin, MSM. All of these are going to be for your joints. If you have elbow, wrist, knee issues, they're just going to help lubricate the joint and keep things functioning properly.
How do you choose the brands?
Brands are tricky. If you're finding a big brand at GNC, it's probably not a great brand because it's probably commercialized to the point where they have cut some corners and they're probably filling them with things that we don't want. So do your research is the #1 thing. There are some websites. One of them is called LabDoor. So LabDoor will allow you to search for a specific product and then they will assign a grade based on the quality assurance. There are also various affiliates that will recommend or certify a supplement, so like NSF, so for Safe Sports is one of them. So if you want a supplement to be taken by a collegiate athlete, for instance, it has to be certified by this branding. Obviously that costs money, so those supplements are more expensive, but at least you know that there aren't going to be any illegal or against the rules supplements that have been added to that.
Nice.
People in Bay Area usually have some neck pain or back pain because we spend too much time with our laptop. Is there any moves you recommend to relieve the pain?
Yeah, so any kind of like stretching. So if you do something here, trying to focus on getting maybe your head through, you can do any sort of movement like this. Seeing anything that's going to sort of increase that thoracic mobility, right? A lot of people are going to be kind of stuck here. We want to teach them to start getting through. You can do the same thing with your elbows on there and push through, right? Yep, opening up upper back, so your thoracic spine, your chest.
What's the craziest experience you have ever had?
Back in April of this year, we got to Yosemite around midnight, 1 in the morning. There was a snowstorm that was coming in, but we didn't know how bad it was going to be. And we decided we were going to hike to the top of Half Dome, which is this sort of iconic hike. It was snowing worse than we expected, but we decided to do it anyway. And so we climbed the side of this mountain while it was snowing and covered in snow and icy, which was sort of the most rewarding and also most reckless thing I've ever done.
It's high risk. So why do you still want to do this?
I think getting comfortable with uncomfortable situations is very rewarding. When I go on these hikes, part of that is sort of like a spiritual exploration for learning who I am and how I thrive under pressure. And part of that is sort of pushing the boundary of what's possible for me as a person, both emotionally, psychologically, and physically. And I feel the most alive when I'm in those situations. So ironically, the closer you are to death, maybe the closer you are to living your fullest potential.